Hi guys, I'm megumixbear and I'm here joined by Marcus. So I will allow you to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dyrus. I play top lane for Team SoloMid, and I have 2 pillows.
So congratulations, you guys just took first place, right? So mentioning on your pillows, there's actually a StarCraft player named Huck who is famous for, always having pillows. Do you always have pillows with you on every occasion?
Ever since IPL 4, a fan gave me like a pillowcase. I brought my pillow because for the pillow thing, it's just a comfort zone thing in League of Legends. When you get into a team fight and you first play the game, you'll get really nervous. You'll have really cold hands. Just kind of like in StarCraft, if you're like new to StarCraft, you're like, oh my god, what am I doing? You're like freezing by your hands, but you're like sweating. The pillow kind of just like helps. It's just a comfort zone, so you kind of can make better judgment and better decisions. Also, at a lot of these events, like the recent MLG Anaheim, there was a sound boost. It was like really, really cold in there, so the pillow really helped in that kind of aspect. And there's some dry humor there too, and whatever you want to call it.
So since you said, the first time it was due to a fan giving you a pillowcase, so now do you design your pillows yourself, or do fans, is this a trend thing that when they see you, they're like, here's my gift to you?
Well, this event I just forgot my pillow at home and I posted it. So then another fan gave me another pillow at an event. It's kind of dying now. And then
can we show it off?
Sure. It's like dying, but it says how to get carried 101, and it's like a Vladimir Reddit icon, and you don't need to worry about the backside. But this is like Mr. Pillow number 2, and then this event, I got a king pillow. It's from a couple, Laura and Patrick, and it's a really, really soft pillow, so I really like. Yeah, so I really like this one, and it's just all for a comfort zone, and it does really help.
So do you like sit on your pillow, or do you put it in your lap while you play? Doesn't it get in the way if it's on your lap, or is it just before the game you hold it a bit and then you play and move it to the side, or how does it work?
It's just like this. Like, it's just stacked. Yeah. Well, another thing, recently my arm and wrist have started to hurt, so I kind of use it like as a brace too. Now that I have 2 pillows, it's like more helpful in that kind of sense, so it doesn't really strain my hand that much. I don't know, it's just really comfortable and soft, so I just hold it like this entire time. The only reason why I would move it if I get like really irritated and I like lean up and like just sit straight and just like play really, really seriously. The pillow just helps me like lay back and chill out and make better decisions in game.
So a lot of people always joke about StarCraft, and they're like, you know what, if you listen to K-pop, you'll get better at StarCraft. So do you think if you have a pillow to comfort you, that'll improve your League of Legends skills?
It doesn't necessarily improve my skills. I mean, I do play better with it because now it's more comfortable with it. Sometimes I even train myself by just not having the pillow, which is how you normally play, and I'd feel less comfortable. And once I get used to that, and I guess if I have my pillow, then I'll be like super good or something like that. But there are some fans that like start playing with a pillow, like yeah, and they're like, oh wow, I play better now. And I don't know, some people, I guess they have gotten better. It's just a comfort zone thing. It has nothing to do with the pillow itself. It's just like just how you are as a player or a person and how like it affects you.
So maybe it can play the role as a bit like a placebo, like you said, like doesn't actually affect you, but maybe gives you the comfort. Now, moving away from pillows, since we had the longest pillow talk I've ever had, ever, how do you practice, for someone like me who's new into League, would you recommend me doing scrims with friends, or would that be kind of useless at my level, or should I just solo queue, or how would that work?
The best way, starting from level 1, you just want to play with friends, 4 other friends that preferably don't get mad at you. You want to get to level 30. Once you get to level 30, you want to learn, in this time you want to learn at least 1 champion. You want to buy all the runes. You want to have the right masteries, look up a guide, have an item build. Like, if they have a bunch of like auto attackers, they're going to build more armor. If they have more casters, you can build magic, or you can just go pure damage. And sometimes you get so far ahead it doesn't matter. But the main thing is, before you can become like good at other champions, you need to master at least one. So back then, when I started playing, I just played Jax, and then I moved on to Singed and all these other champions. And once you get the concept down, it'll be easy to learn other champions. So once you get the concept down, it turns into like you can go into like solo queue and play this champion over and over. There are a few players in like the top 25 who literally only play one champion, and when they get banned, they usually lose. But that's when you have your second, third champion. And once you conquer solo queue in that kind of matter, you'll probably be like a little bit ragey depending on what kind of person you are, because solo queue to me is very, very mentally stressful. So once you're past that and you're a pretty good player, and if you get on a competitive team one day, and then in a competitive play, it's about what champions you know and what you bring to the team. For me, back then it was just Jax and Singe. Now I have like all these champions I can play and how it fits into a team comp. And once you play at a higher level in a scrimmage with teamwork and you master that, you start to learn team comps with your team. You work on your communication, you try to innovate new strategies, and that's kind of like how you kind of go up on the ladder.
So you gave me a crazy rundown on that. And also, I've also heard a tip that if you want to get better at last hitting, you should just do custom games. Did you recommend that to me as well, and the viewers watching?
I guess that's a way to like practice your last hitting. It's better if you can last hit against someone else and get used to it. The better players that you play against, the better you'll get, because it's like let's say you have a basketball and then you switch with a medicine ball and you're like passing it right, it becomes lighter if you use the basketball again. If you play against a difficult player and then like a not so difficult, you'll feel like you've gotten better. And with that kind of concept, you can start with custom games, just last hit, and then just last hitting under pressure, because there's going to be times where you last hit and they're going to be hitting you at the same time. So you have to make decisions when to harass, when to last hit, when to drink your potion. A common mistake is when you're getting hit. So a lot of people forget to drink their HP potions they buy from base, and it really can come down to the last hit when it comes down to high level play.
So I personally, I don't want to play support. I only want to play AP and AD. And for now, I'm working more on Annie and Misfortune. So for AD person, who would you recommend if I'm, tend to like someone who's more mobile, kind of like Misfortune, and range character, I'm sorry.
For ADs, a common, very easy to learn champion is Graves, who is also similar to Misfortune, except he does have a dash. Misfortune's very mobile with her movement speed, but that usually doesn't mean much in a fight, because once you get hit, that movement speed is gone. You want to play heroes like Graves, Corki, or even Tristana, who have like a jump where you can jump instantly in a fight to either catch someone or get away. And the ability to like blink or just jump over is very, very useful when it comes to like those clutch situations. Although, anyways, I would just suggest Graves. Yeah.
So I have to start playing Graves on my stream. So besides League of Legends, I mean, what do you do like on your break for your free time, or what else do you enjoy? Did you play any sports, for example?
In high school, my freshman year, I was like 220 pounds. I was pretty fat. And then my PE coach said, "Oh, you're pretty tall," because I lived in Hawaii, so everyone was kind of short. And I started playing basketball, and I got in shape, and I like lost a lot of weight. And basketball and video games, in the competitive kind of sense, it's kind of similar, because you get nervous, you have to come in confident, and all those aspects when it comes to like competitive play.
Do you feel like basketball, the discipline that you learned from your coach, and all that training, do you think any of that incorporates and carries over to League of Legends? I
believe some of it did carry over, and I wouldn't really know if I didn't do it, if it did carry over, but I assume that it did help me a lot.
And anything else? I mean, if, for example, your fans, they probably want to see you, like, get to know the player. Besides the player, more deeper, like, who is Marcus, right? So, any kind of, I guess, embarrassing stories that you might have? Any clumsy moments?
I do do a lot of clumsy things. Like in competitive play, the most famous thing that I've done maybe was I was jungling Gangplank and I died to wolves, and then I died to dragon another time, and most recently with Olaf and at MLG Anaheim, I died to blue caster minion as Olaf after killing someone. So I kind of have those moments where I just die stupidly, and that's for in-game.